Hey, it's been a while since I made a video. I don't really make them as much anymore, but I got my first piece of hate mail from this guy after the battle with him. I have no idea what it says. It's in some kind of foreign language. I'm all for it. Makes me feel like I did something. And here's the battle in question. He's probably salty because by the time the match ended, I had a nuke going and he had his space strike thingy going, and I happened to get my nuke off first. And so yeah, not to mention I've got into the habit of boosting a lot lately. Which, it is what it is. It's part of the game as far as I'm concerned at this point. Because if you don't boost, the other guy's just going to boost and you're going to lose if they know what they're doing. When I train with people, I don't boost, so that when I actually play in the real game, I'm actually boosting with a purpose. And this is just the beginning, going through the motions of scouting the map, getting everything set up for what's to come. All in all, I think I did a pretty good job in the startup portion. What I made is that I upgraded my shipyard to level 2 before even sending out any scouts on the water, which is purely my fat thumb just doing what it wants to do. So I missed the opportunity to take all of the water boxes, but it's okay. I still grabbed 2 or 3, which is fine by me. And as far as ground battles are concerned, in that aspect until the very end when I charged on in, we had more water and air battles than anything. But in the end, I ultimately took control of the water from him. As you can see, I pretty much went Grenadiers because at some point I had scouted him and saw that he was going hammer. And so that's why you see all of the Grenadiers. I like to play to my opponent. I don't have really a set early game unit that I use. I just generally scout the enemy where he's going, and I plan accordingly. Got my Corvettes out. Just scouting the enemy. It was very brief, but you can see that he has a couple Vikings, so I pump out another Corvette, and then I just kind of send him off to the corner so that if the enemy attacks, he's gonna attack my torpedo platforms, and then I can come in with a sweeping motion and hit him from the side with my. That way I have some kind of, with many Vikings, I can take out a couple before he even starts targeting mine. And the dragonflies are also part of the anti-hammer rush strategy, because hammers can't attack dragonflies. So I don't have the best dragonflies in the world, so I don't build very many, but those are units that'll be able to attack with impunity if he does attack that way. At this point, he's started his air assault. He's just sending that got shot down. And I don't know if it's the people I plan against or what, but lately it doesn't seem like the vortex are as much of a hassle anymore. Maybe it has to do with poor upgrades. Maybe it's my upgrades as far as AA, because I put a lot into my AA defense as of lately. There's more air. And he's targeting the torpedo platforms so that he could possibly get to my shipyard and my base, but it's not gonna work out. I don't think he even noticed my corvettes that I have on the edge of the map there. They're just sitting there waiting on their opportunity. Sooner or later he's gonna try to come in, and here we go. And I pop a gold common defense boost and take that one out. He comes in with his air. Full effect at this point. And now I push in with my corvettes. Naval attack boost. Take those guys out before they even know what's happening. And just push all the way in. Go ahead and take control of the water. And as you guys can see, my gators just take care of his vortexes. Now I messed up here. I kept trying to hit naval strike, but my thumb once again hits naval attack twice. So this whole time I was trying to target his, it failed miserably because my thumb hit naval attack twice. And that foiled my first attempt at taking out his HQ. So this is where we go into overtime. And at this point, I'm going to just take a defensive pose as far as the water is concerned. And start putting out some submarines. And I try to do something a little fancy here, but I didn't expect for him to have built up more water platforms, and so I got hung up there, and that foiled that little fancy thinking I had going on. And like I said, my dragonfly sucked. They couldn't even kill his shipyard before it was built. But I do have a trick up my sleeve. And at this point he starts attacking my base with his fighters, so I go ahead and build up some AA defense in my base. Of course I have my ports. They're max upgraded for my rank. I love porks. Porks are my best friend. Porks are life, porks are love. And you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and try to knock out his shipyard, but he built more planes and he took out my submarines. So now I'm forced to go to the ground game. As you guys saw, I have a nuke building, and I think this is where the hate mail comes from, because I feel what I did was I sent my infantry in there to see where his army was, and he had everything right there. So I'm just gonna take that out. And nukes are fucking awesome nowadays. Good little gold vehicle boost to push right through, and the space strike. And right before I destroy it, he's about to launch it. See? Oh, I know that hurts. I know that really hurts. And he just destroys the rest of his base on his own. Well, and that does it. Thank you guys for watching.